What's up, YouTube? It's Trent with GTYGO here to talk a little bit more about the meta and UDS Las Vegas 2019. So just a little bit of the meta breakdown. 7 of the top 16 spots were Sky Striker, the UDS. 7 were also Salamangreat. Danger Thunder took one of them, and Danger Zombies took the other. So we'll talk about Danger Zombies when we get there. I got something in the works for that, don't you worry. But first, let's talk about Sky Striker. Sky Striker is a very consistent deck, caters to good players. With that being said, if you're a good pilot, usually this deck will reward you for being a good pilot. The mirrors are very skillful, so if you're good with this deck, you should be good in the mirror. It should be helping you out a lot in these major competitions. The representation's a little low for Sky Striker, but they have huge representation with the tops, right? So they're winning events or getting second, things like that. This deck has to be getting hit somewhere on the ban list in April, whether that's going to be Widow Anchor or Engage, something I would bet the house that something in April is going to get touched with that deck. Will it still be good if it's hit on the list, though? Probably. Still be an engine, still splashable in a lot of things, generates good advantage. It's a good deck. So it won the UDS as well. So yeah, Sky Strikers are still Sky Striking along, maybe, you know what I mean? Next, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Danger Thunder. They had one of the top 16 spots at the UDS. Anything with danger is usually pretty explosive. Thunder adds an element of control while still being explosive as well. You can play through a decent amount of disruption, I feel, with this deck. The ultimate thing that comes down to is Thunder versus Orcust with the danger package. Maybe a little Phantom Knights in there too. Colossus is still really good though. I mean, Mistake on Legs is pretty good. Now, the topic of will Thunder get hit on the ban list in April, and they already hit Goldstark and Brilliant Fusion. We got the Alpine, or the Wolf, Aloof Lupine. So, I mean, what else could they, what are they really going to hit with that deck is a good question. So, I'm not sure. Danger Thunder in the future, probably the Dangers, I imagine, might get hit in April, so we'll see how that deck recovers. Next up is Danger Orcust. Or Danger Orca Zombie, which got one of the top 16 spots at the UDS. I wish there was a channel on YouTube that talked a lot about zombies and their potential and how good they are and things. But yeah, it's a heck of a deck. It's probably more powerful than the Thunder variant in terms of explosivity and setting up a really gnarly board. You can end on a lot of negates. I'm not a Trife mathematician. I don't pretend to be. Jokingly, just it pumps out some negates and really dirty boards. I think it has a better dark engine in it than Danger Thunder. With that being said, you get, banishing the Orcus or, the dark monsters is pretty good. Better synergy with Allure sometimes. And just ending on Azathoth or Caliuga is pretty gross, to be honest. The Dangers, I imagine, will be on the April ban list somewhere. They're getting touched, I would hope. They're pretty gross. Are they going to get hit in this deck, or is it going to be the PK engine that gets hit in this deck? The rank up spell, things like that. What's going to happen there? What's the future for PKs, Dangers, Orcus, the dark engine, things like that? What's the future hold for them? And then the last deck I wanted to talk about was Salamangreat. Salamangreat's pretty good. Again, they had 7 of the top 16 spots at the UDS this last weekend. They just build consistent to moderate boards. I mean, they put on a decent amount of disruption, and I think the thing that does it so well with Salamangreats is that their recovery is filthy. They need 1 or 2 cards and they can just fully establish a board again. It's really dirty. They're amazing in that aspect. You can also fit a lot of engines, such as the Artifact engine or Disruption, multiple hand traps, into Salamangreat. There's a lot of room. The extra deck, not so much. Extra deck's kind of similar to Sky Striker in the fact that you have to run, 10-ish, 11-ish cards for sure that are in archetype. But, I mean, is that really a weakness of the deck, is having a tight extra deck? They might get an indirect slap on the wrist or hit in April, but it's still so young for the Salad Boys. They only came out like, what, a week or two ago? So be interesting to see where they go in the meta. April list is, I mean, a month away it seems like, or it doesn't seem like. It's happening so fast. What's happening out there? What's going on in the meta? So Sky Striker's still on top. Salmon Great's right there too. But with the ban list, you know, Sky Striker's probably going to get shook a little. So we'll see. We'll see. Thank you again for watching this video. If you liked this video, please give it a like. If you like what we talk about here at GTYGO, be sure to subscribe to us. And if you are also giving and you want to give to us, we have a Patreon link in the description below. We are also getting field centers this weekend, so we'll have those out for you folks who are kind enough to be Patreons as well. This is Trent with GTYGO signing out. Have a great day. Bye.